best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact. The road-wearing, original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summitt. Fact. The homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact. The biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact. The Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French-Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart, Triple X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. Of course, I am the Summitt. See, Steven could... That's funny. He could have. I am the Summitt Wrestling, of course. Joining me today is the orange guy, Little Steven.
Finally!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy smokes. All right. And, of course, the Mr. Suit and Tie guy is back once again. He has done his homework. And everyone who keeps giving me blue hearts, thank you, because, you know, that's doing us wonders. I look fun. What are you doing?
There we go.
They don't need to see more of me. They want to see more of you, Steven.
Nah, man. I'm cool.
All right. There we
That
go.
looks
Anyway,
amazing.
That is
Picture perfect. Picture's worth 1,000 words.
It's something. Anyway, welcome to today's show.
I got a delayed video feed over here, man. What's going on?
Because Suit and Tie guy didn't pay his phone bills this week.
You are on
not.
our $4.99 subscription network.
The $4.99 subscription. What's that?
It's normally $10.99, but some users get $4.99.
Unless it's in a match. Yeah, that's about the only time he should get in a spotlight. So the big orange.
Wow, the jabs are just punched early.
They're coming out
today.
early today, aren't
They're
they?
coming out early, man.
I like it, dude. It's good. You deserve it. After 2 weeks of you running the show, you deserve it. You deserve all the backlash.
No, the
and
first
everything.
no
No
show
pun
I did
intended.
was great. It was great.
It was our lowest rating.
It was
of
when
all
the
time.
Undertaker just decided to turn off the power to this place.
Racism is seeing red, is what
What?
Sean says.
I don't know what that means. This is not a red shirt. But
I don't know. You kind of that top hat and you. I mean, y'all look like it belongs to you.
nah.
Speaking of which, I need to go get your punishment this week.
No, not
Yes.
no. We'll do it
For
later.
no, you don't do it today. Segment 2 today. Lil Steven is going to do his punishment for losing the game last week.
Man, Steven can be the brother of David Arquette
He pretty much is.
of the show. Hey, man, that's messed
That's
up.
kind of cold.
Huh?
That's kind of cold.
That's kind of cold. That really
It's kind
is.
of cold, man.
Look at that. Suit and Tie is agreeing with me. He never agrees with me.
He does. That's not true.
Didn't we agree on a couple matches last week for the pay-per-view? There it is.
That doesn't count. That's so.
I might
What
not
did
like-
you win again? Like
I might not like the wrestlers you like, but
not that I really care who won at Backlash. I feel we all lost, but
we
all
all had
kinda
AJ
lost.
I
Styles.
feel like we all kind of lost just
Well,
because.
the pay-per-view was very. We only have 5 matches to choose from, so
There's only one match I want to rant about, and I'll get to it when we talk about it.
we'll review it. I'll be honest with you. I didn't look at the standings. Let's do it when we review Raw. or when we review Backlash.
Little Steven is the Kool-Aid of wrestling with attitude.
He is something. I don't know about the Kool-Aid. All right.
Yeah.
This week's top 5.
Ooh.
You ready for top 5 this week?
Yeah.
It should be good. Hey, it's a cruiserweight challenge.
You mean classic or
No, it's a challenge because we got your top 5.
we're doing a challenge?
Yeah. It's gonna be your cruiserweight top 5.
Oh man, I didn't really research, but
I know what.
But cruiserweight.
Everybody that's always watched this show knows Little Steven doesn't.
No,
do no
I
research,
researched
right?
when we talked
all
about
know.
belts because I came up with like a 1963 belt that I've probably never seen before in my life. But
All right, let's go into SoundOff.
WWA SoundOff, where your voice can be heard.
Sound off, let 'em know how you feel. If the anger inside is real, sound off.
This week's top 5. As seeing as we just saw the Cruiserweight Classic just ended. Yeah, Elvis Presley's black belt, yep. We are going to go top 5 cruiserweights of all time. So all our Periscopians, let us know who is the best cruiserweight of all time. And so Monday night, you will see the new cruiserweight champion on Raw.
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
excited. I really am about that.
How long has it been since the cruiserweight division took its hiatus? 15 years? 15, 16 years? It feels
Funaki,
like?
Mr. Candlelight says Funaki is his best. Eddie is
Funaki, really?
Yeah. Funaki. Hey, a lot of people love Funaki.
I don't know if I would count him as the best cruiserweight. Now, does light heavyweight count as cruiser?
Yeah, I mean, it's right in the general vicinity of weight class.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, this is what I didn't understand. So, did WWE make light heavyweight to be cruiserweight? Like, in the attitude
Basically,
there. Was
do
it
what?
basically the same?
Yeah.
The light heavyweight belt, was it?
That's the reason it went away.
So, are they counted as
Chavo?
cruiserweights?
Candlelight said Chavo.
Chavo
Yeah.
Guerrero. Yes.
Hey, man, he won. When they brought back the cruiserweight, he won. I think he was one of the first ones to win it.
Chavito. He used to have the best ring music. Ooh, Chavo.
Listen, here's the rule of this, all right?
Okay.
It has to be cruiserweight or light heavyweight. Now, Eddie Guerrero counts before he was WWE champion and older.
He bulked up.
When he was in WCW, that's a cruiserweight. Dean Malenko, Jericho, when he won it, those guys count. All right, I don't hear no Owen Hart as light heavyweight or cruiserweight. Owen Hart was great, but I wouldn't include him in that.
And I look at Chris Jericho more like a heavyweight, man. I mean, he's done so much as a heavyweight.
Yeah, but Chris Jericho to me counts just because of the cruiserweight skyrocketed
Rey
his career.
Mysterio, yeah.
Oh, gosh,
Rey
yeah.
Mysterio. Taki Michinoku, he was light heavyweight. Tajiri, Juventud Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero.
Let me get a couple that I got. I got
What's this, your number 5?
my number 5. I
Then
got
we're going to go around the table.
okay.
Go ahead.
Number 5, I got Dean Malenko. I left a couple people off that could have been on this list, but I'll put Dean Malenko because for me, they had better heavyweight careers than light heavyweight careers. Such faces as Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
They had such dominant heavyweight careers. I consider them more heavyweight, so I just left them off.
So that's your number 5?
Dean Malenko.
Okay, all right. So my number 5 is going to be Ultimo Dragon. Got to go with him. I mean, I'm not a huge WCW person, if you haven't already noticed. But I liked Ultimo Dragon. He was, I mean, he really brought something different to, like, he had a lucha style, but he was not lucha. It was something completely different. He brought, like, a really cool style to the cruiserweight at that time. So I put him on my list at number 5.
Number 5?
Yeah, what you got?
You'll probably laugh. I want to play the music because it's so much better to listen to the entrance than anything else because it's the best entrance ever.
I will find it because I do have it. I know I had it.
Dun 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 dun
No,
dun
hold
dun.
That's your entrance.
Is that the entrance? No, that's not the entrance.
That's horrible.
This one be good though. But this is gonna be a fun top 5. Who's got number 5 on our periscopes? We have nobody.
Guys, anyone have any top 5? Please shout them
They
out.
were just throwing names out there.
Shout them
But
out.
nobody specifically said my number 5 is.
See, Soup Guy does his research, and the host can't do his. I have done mine.
Oh, yes. Justice.
I have mine, Smarty. I just don't. Oh, that's horrible.
Well, of course I'm going to laugh. I never thought of him as a cruiserweight.
My number 5 is Gilbert. All right. He held it one time, 453 days.
Woo.
He held the light heavyweight 450 days. Shannon Moore, no, Gilbert.
Oh, you mean the time when the light
Shannon Moore
heavyweight
could do it.
had no matches? Nobody, like, he came out with a job squad.
But he held it for 453 days.
He was afraid of sparklers. What else do you want me to say to this?
But you are the Gilbert of this show, so I had to put him on it.
No, I'm not, though. I'm better than Gilbert. I could probably beat Gilbert in a match. You know what, Gilbert? I know you're out there watching. We're going to have a match. I'm going to beat you.
Really, you and Gilbert? That would be a great
He said he's
match.
going to handle Gilbert.
Gilbert versus Big Orange. That would be scary.
Hey, man, if you can't
Oh, don't
deal
do it.
with the orange,
Oh, gosh.
then you might have
You-
scurvy.
Do you remember? Do you remember last time you tried to do a promo? It didn't work
Promo,
so
and
well.
it actually worked. The other guy choked. Oh, yeah, I remember very well.
Who was the other guy that choked? By the way,
It wasn't Mr. Silent.
was it the real Scott Ewing?
Yeah.
All right, I was just trying to remember. In case you guys don't remember, that did happen on this show. It was horrible. Who's your number 4, Mr. Bobby?
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi
What?
Kingston.
He is not a heavyweight, man. If they'd have had this light heavyweight division,
You're going to
he
count
would've
this as a
dominated.
cruiserweight. You're going to count him as a cruiserweight?
Absolutely.
He would count as cruiserweight.
I guess I'll count him.
If they would have had this division the past 5 years, Kofi Kingston would have had this belt probably 3 of the 5 years because of all the stuff he does, man. Let's get Kofi Kingston a belt.
No. Well, I'm going to go with the Buzzsaw himself, Tajiri. Got to go with Tajiri. Man, even though I don't really remember him ever holding the belt, but
What are you doing over there?
I'm not doing anything.
If you don't swing, don't ring.
If yeah, just go ahead and say that out there, suit guy.
All right, so Tajiri's your number 4.
Yeah.
Not my number 4 is Gregory Helms. Zach Gowen. Hey, that's a good one. Gregory Helms is number 4 for me.
Gregory Helms.
Yep. Not Hurricane. Gregory Helms.
There's no difference.
No, there is a
There's
difference.
No difference.
There is
man.
a difference. Gregory Helms was a different wrestler than a Hurricane.
So Shannon Moore's on there too, then?
I didn't say Shannon Moore's on there.
Shoot, I want to give a shout out to Scotty Too Hottie too, man.
Does 3 count?
You can't.
Does 3 count as one person
That's,
or
two
3?
that's 3 different groups. Who? All right, who
Number
got
3, I got X-Pop, the 1, 2, 3 kid, whatever you want to call him. He had a nice career. I know he never held the cruiserweight title or whatever.
No, but he did. He went
But-
for it once.
But for his size and the stature he got and garnished,
Oh, yeah.
being a Triple H lackey always helps. But, he's still memorable, and he was part of one of the greatest groups of all time. So he has to be on
Who
this
is
list.
that? What is the greatest group of all time?
One of the greatest
count.
groups, DX, of course.
DX? Okay.
One of the greatest groups of all time. No, nobody's better than the Horsemen, though. The 4 Horsemen are the greatest group of all time.
I actually agree with you on that.
Thank you. I was finna say, you better not say somebody. You gonna say the Nation of Domination?
Yeah, for that quick year run they had over DX's 5 or 6. Yeah.
No,
okay.
it's definitely the Horsemen, and then DX at a close second.
Who you got next, Steven?
I'm going Juventud.
Juventud.
He's being
Guerrero.
cute with his research. Hey, he's being good with his research.
I'm going Juventud.
You going who with two?
Juventud Guerrero, man.
All right.
He was good. Had some good matches in WCW. Had the belt for a quick stint before a certain other person took it away from him, who's on my list, of course. But
I am going to go with Medusa as number 3. She was the cruiserweight champion in WCW.
Nice call.
She was. What?
that doesn't count.
How does it not
You
count?
cannot.
Love Parker.
You pulled it audible. That does not count. Sir.
What do you mean it don't
That's
count?
like China being the greatest
IC champion?
IC champ. No,
She was the
No.
IC champ. Technically, she
Actually,
was
I got
IC champ.
Actually, I got China on my cruiserweight list. You
see?
she
You
could,
can't have China.
Why not?
She wasn't a
She wasn't a
cruiserweight.
She ain't a heavyweight.
No, those bags were a heavyweight.
Yeah, have you seen her? Well, okay, well nowadays.
Come on,
but-
Medusa was a great.
Psychosis, yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Look, no, the best one was Little Parker, though.
Why Medusa? Please.
Medusa?
Why Medusa?
Well, China used to fight guys. Yes, she did. No. Okay.
Too
listen,
soon.
Listen.
Too soon.
No. Why Medusa? Why not Medusa? Medusa's a
You got
woman's-
Medusa on the list. We
You
can't
have
on
all
this.
these other cruiserweights that you could have picked from, but you picked the one person that did it one time.
No, just wait. I got more. I picked Gilbert did it once.
Yeah,
but China was never a light heavyweight or cruiserweight.
but Gilbert was part of the job squad, so he's cool. But
Gregory Helms, we did say that already. Gregory Helms is a great one.
yeah, Hurricane.
He got number 2, Bobby.
I'm gonna go Flying Brian Pillman.
Yeah.
I know they didn't have the division when he was up and coming, but for his weight and his size, Brian Pillman was an all-star, man.
Do we count him as a cruiserweight?
Yeah, back
Yeah?
in the day. Younger WCW version, yes.
I mean, even when he made the jump, he was only maybe 215, 220 max.
Yeah, he
was a
wasn't
small
huge.
guy.
All right, who you got there?
Well, how could I not put this guy on there? How can I not put Mr. Billy Kidman on the list? I mean, come on, man. Shooting Star Press. Oh, did I steal yours?
No,
Did I steal yours?
no.
Good old Shooting Star Press, Billy Kidman. All right, sir, what's yours?
Number 2. Man, this is tough now. I forgot who else was a light or cruiserweight champion. Can I do a tie?
No. We'll
right,
do.
number
How about
2?
this? How about this? We'll do honorable mentions at the end.
Okay.
We'll do honorable mentions at the end because we have a lot to talk about.
There's a few people that.
I mean,
couldn't
come
make
on.
the list.
Well, keeping up with the show, as I always do, I have to go with this gentleman here. He is one of the all-time greats. Especially light heavyweight. You had to. Hey, you knew I was going there at some point. This show.
I do
mean,
not count him.
He was a light
as-
heavyweight champion.
The rated R superstar?
Oh hell no! What do you mean? Oh hell no!
He said the rated R superstar because Christian doesn't exist. Anyway,
Why not Christian? He was a
No.
light heavyweight.
The Christian,
See?
the rated R superstar.
Edge. was the-
Oh, Christian is
You talking about
his
the brother?
boy.
You talking about
Oh,
the other guy?
The Peeps.
Are you talking about the,
The
other
Peep
guy?
Show?
Are you talking about the other guy that was with Christian?
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm-
that was
oh, you mean the other guy that was
Yeah.
with Edge?
The Peep Show.
Edge.
Peep
No,
Show.
Edge. No, Edge was the other guy
Is
that came out.
Christian,
With
is Christian a cruiserweight?
He was back in
He
the
was
day.
a light heavyweight. He
was
had
a light
one
heavyweight.
run as a light
He
heavyweight
is kind of slim, though.
Mini Max.
because they had nothing to
Hey,
do.
whoa. He had plenty to do. All right, he was a light heavyweight champion. He's number 2.
His Peeps.
I don't know. I'll let you get away with it You win this time.
I win every time. I host the show. I'm winning every week.
And we all know who number one is, Mr. 619 out from San Diego.
Not on my list.
Not on your list.
Not on mine
Not on my
either.
list.
Y'all don't love Rey Mysterio Jr.?
No, because I like his father
Jeff
better.
Hardy. Jeff Hardy was he was like heavyweight.
I like his father better.
Well, I got Rey Mysterio.
No, I like Rey Mysterio. Who you got number one?
Play the music. You already know. You already know.
Christian!
Come on. You know you want it.
That?
No. Other one. Who took Juventude's cruiserweight champion? Remember who I said? He's on my list. He might have a countdown if you say what I mean. You know. Really? Okay.
Nico?
Now you're just now you're just being stupid.
Are
Come on.
Are you talking about? Hold on.
Just break the walls
Come on,
down. Just break the walls down.
You talking about this one?
No, just
That's Chris.
that is
Jericho.
actually Chris. All right, I'll
In
give him that.
WCW. That's his music.
I'm going with Chris Jericho and the Pearl Jam wannabe music over there.
Mr.
that I just
Fozzy?
heard. Mr. Fozzy himself. You want to talk about a guy that skyrocketed from the cruiserweight division, besides another person that I'm not going to mention, but you want to talk about someone that skyrocketed from the cruiserweights, it was him. Think about it. Think of what he did after that.
Yeah.
It's better than getting 25%
The
off.
Lionheart. That was his name, wasn't it? Chris the Lionheart Jericho.
The Lionheart, man. When he was like a baby face in
Right.
ECW, man. People loved
They
him.
loved him, man.
But I tell you, you want to talk about a cruiserweight. I feel he's one of the guys that put cruiserweight division on the map. In like when they started in WCW. I feel that he helped make it what it was.
Chris Benoit?
He helped put it on.
I think he did too. But I mean, he's kind of an honorable mention for me. But let's hear what James's number one is here, because I am really, if it's not who I think it is, I'm going to be mad.
Well, get ready. It's not going to be.
Oh.
I'm going to go with a guy that won it in 2000, 2007. Maybe the best cruiserweight champion of all time. I'm going with a guy that is 4'2", Hornswoggle.
Sir,
As the greatest.
He ain't a cruiserweight.
He is a cruiserweight.
He's like a bantamweight or a featherweight. He weighs, 130 pounds?
yes,
That's
Mr.
not
Candlelight,
a
I
cruiserweight.
agree.
Hornswoggle?
You came up with the greatest top 5 ever. The thing that people want to talk about, and you pick Hornswoggle as your number one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
no,
if he
man.
was your number 5, no. Okay?
He was a
You had the
cruiserweight
perfect
champion.
chance.
China is a better cruiserweight than Hornswoggle
I
is.
set you up for Eddie Guerrero, and you give me Hornswoggle. Why?
He held the belt for a year. All right. He won the cruiserweight championship after he pinned Jamie Noble. By the way, one of the best cruiserweight champions of all time was Jamie Noble.
No.
Yes, absolutely he was.
He gets an honorable mention, J&J Security.
Right, no, Jamie Noble gets an honorable mention. I'll give him that.
He feuded with Jamie Noble over the next year. He beat Noble by a countout after. I mean, he always had a.
I'm sorry, Periscope. I know you were just looking forward to a great top 5.
We did.
And Hornswoggle had to come out and ruin it, just like he did every other thing.
Look. My top 5 was Gilbert, Gregory Helms, Medusa, Christian, Hornswoggle. What's wrong with
That is horrible. The only one that makes any sense in there is Gregory Helms. Christian does
makes
not need to
sense.
be in it. No.
Yes, he does.
Peep Show is a heavyweight, man.
No, he was a.
Peep Show is a heavyweight.
He was
He
the
won-
original light heavyweight.
But he won the World Heavyweight Championship like 2 times.
This is worse than Steven's show. Oh, come on.
Thank you.
Look, Mr. Candlelight, you can't bash me. You can't be up You can't be cheering for me one week and then bash me the next.
That's what he did with me when I was gone. So
Well, no, you're horrible anyway. So.
no, I don't know.
I
didn't pick Hornswoggle.
Some honorable mentions: Lenny Lane.
Okay.
All right, we're Lodi.
I don't like Lenny Lane, man.
Do we consider Coco
Why is
Beware
Jericho
a light
Say
heavyweight?
Lenny Lane. No one even knows who he is.
No, we do. He was the Jericho wannabe back in the day.
Yeah.
What?
Do we consider Coco Beware a light heavyweight?
No, I don't. But because if you consider him a light heavyweight, then you consider Owen Hart a light heavyweight because they were kind of the same
Kind of
size.
same.
Did you know who beat Medusa for the WCW
Who?
World Cruiserweight title?
Who did?
Oklahoma.
Oh my God.
The old man that was playing JR.
Essa Rios.
That's a good one. You know who else I thought was the
I'll give that
other WCW Prince Lafayette, or that they had? It was actually Charmel that was his manager back in WCW. Yeah, he came out every week. He was actually an underrated wrestler in the ring. You got any honorable mentions?
Oh, I've got tons. Well, first off, we have to say Jamie Noble. You're right on that. Jamie Noble was not.
I'm sorry, what?
Jamie Noble.
right, good.
You got to give him that. You got to give him credit on that. Also, I can't believe no one put Eddie Guerrero on there. I didn't because I thought everyone else was going to.
That's the reason I went totally different.
Yeah. No, and I got you. But I felt we all went totally different, though. He's the only one that I expected 619 at the end because I get it. It's Rey Mysterio.
Did you realize Jacqueline won the Cruiserweight belt as well?
I did not know that.
Jacqueline won the Cruiserweight belt.
Well, Jacqueline's done a lot of things that I don't believe. So
The only reason I went Rey Mysterio because y'all wouldn't let me count China.
No, you can't count
you
China.
can't
She never
count.
won the
She
belt.
never was.
So
man.
what? She was beating the hell out of.
But
light
she was
heavyweight
never.
guys.
She was never in lightweight.
Now, if we
division.
talk about IC,
You put Hornswoggle in.
he won the belt.
look, if we talk about IC or other things or greatest wonders of the world, then yeah, you can count China, but not in cruiserweight. And
Honestly, we all know, like somebody just said, Eddie Guerrero is probably the
oh my
best
gosh, yeah.
cruiserweight. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. Honestly, Dean Malenko.
What do you say is the four?
Honestly, I say Dean Malenko, then Guerrero.
Who is the Mount Rushmore of cruiserweight? If we really want to put it down,
Malenko, Guerrero, Mysterio has to be probably right there. Because Jacqueline is racist, or you're racist, yeah. And then you kind of got to put Billy Kidman.
you really you think Billy Kidman would be on Mount Rushmore?
Well, think
the
about-
Rushmore of cruiserweights.
All right, well, if you go in WWE, that'd be WCW. You go WWE, you include anybody WWE. I'm telling you, Taku Michinoku, the
Oh,
one I
gosh,
mentioned
you
earlier.
gotta put- yeah.
All right, they named a move after him.
The Michinoku
All
driver.
right, that a lot of people does his move still today. I mean, you kind of got to mention him in your.
Now, I was reading from this
Do you
site.
know Crowbar and Daphne was also?
Did not know that. I was reading from the site, and on this site, of their top 10, they count AJ Styles as a cruiserweight.
He was in X division. If you go to TNA, you look at their X division.
Yeah,
That's cruiserweight.
that is cruiserweight. You're right.
Jerry Lynn as well is another one.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you haven't heard by now, T.J. Perkins, do you see him? I'm not saying greatest of all time, but
Oh, who was the guy covering tattoo symbols from face to chest?
Tenzai?
Asian. Tenzai.
Tenzai's the only one I remember.
Are you talking about light heavyweight? Who had light tattoos?
Not like that though.
No.
Not if he's talking what I think he's.
Well, he said Asian too.
But Tenzai would be.
Well, Tenzai's not.
He's not, but the way he did his, you know.
We'll have to look that up. That's a good question. I have to find out.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
light
think-
heavyweight. He said.
I'm trying to think light heavyweight who that was.
I don't remember anybody of that
light
time.
heavyweight. Light heavyweight. No, hold on. I'll go back. I'll look at
Okay.
it. But anyway, going back to cruiserweights, there's a lot of people you can add.
Yeah.
Chavo is definitely one of the top ones.
Bald wore black pants. Oh, I don't remember.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
But anyway, that was a good top 5.
Yeah,
like that one.
there's a lot of people you can add. And, I'm excited that they're bringing the Cruiserweight back. I'm really excited that it's coming to Raw. I'm excited for the new champion, TJ Perkins.
It needs to be on Raw.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, but I really think it's great, and I think especially the Cruiserweights that were in there, all 32 of them, most of them were phenomenal. And I don't think you're going to get to see all of them on WWE, but I could see at least 10 of them are hired, I think. So.
Is the cruiserweight division like the WNBA?
No, I disagree. The women's division is the WNBA. Well, used to be.
They got more love for the Divas than the cruiserweight champion in the cruiserweight.
Well,
division.
yeah. Have you seen what the Divas have been
Are
doing?
you talking about
lately?
the Divas right now?
The Divas division right now is definitely more popular.
Yeah.
than the
But
cruiserweight division.
back in the 90s during the Attitude Era, WCW with the cruiserweight was it. Because it really set the tone.
But yeah, they had Guerrero, Jericho.
You had
Benoit,
six.
all them at that time.
On Nitro, half of your matches were cruiserweight matches. On Nitro, when they went to 3 hours, it was always opened up by a cruiserweight because they knew that's what got people wanting to watch. Because I actually agree with James, because James actually told me this a while back. He goes, the cruiserweight was one of the big reasons why WCW did so well in '96 before NWO. Before any of that, the cruiserweight division was the thing that kind of made them popular.
Don't forget Alex Wright.
The Wonder Kid. The Wonder Kid.
There was some really talented guys that won this belt.
Disco Inferno, right?
Disco, yep. The Artist. It was the Artist is the guy I'm talking about. He's the one that came out with Showmel.
Oh, that one.
But it was like Prince. Elix Skipper, Mike Sanders won it once. Tajiri, of course.
Tajiri's just... He's one of those guys that, I don't know. I don't think you'll ever see him in the Hall of Fame, but you might.
Tajiri?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I would not be surprised. But he's one of those guys that gets, to me, he gets a pass with cruiserweight stuff. And he's done a lot. So, and heck, I'll put Funaki in there too. Funaki, I'll give you credit, Funaki. You're probably one, I wouldn't say you're on the Rushmore of cruiserweights, but you're there. You're probably in the 10, maybe in the 15. But, Funaki was good.
But how many cruiserweights really are going to be inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame when it's all
I don't even think we have a
There's
cruiserweight
not a
yet.
cruiserweight in there now.
I think the first one that goes in, if you want to be honest.
Rey Mysterio will be one.
Yeah.
When he goes.
Well, Eddie's in.
Eddie's in.
But
so
Eddie's,
technically he is.
But we celebrate Eddie as Latino Heat heavyweight champion.
But no, we celebrate him for his whole career.
He did have a
think about it. Dean Malenko will be in at some point.
Does Chavo Guerrero ever go in?
I don't think so, man.
I think at some point.
I don't think so.
I
think Vicky Guerrero gets in before Chavito.
Oh, Vicky's going in just because of what she did outside.
Because she did a lot. I think they should just have a Guerrero Hall of Fame.
A wing?
Thing.
The Guerrero wing?
Yeah, they should just have a Guerrero wing. Really?
I ain't going that far.
Well, what?
Give me more name another Guerrero besides Chavo and Eddie.
Okay. Vicky.
Okay. Besides
Juventud, he was part of the family.
He wasn't Guerrero.
Guerrero Sr.
Well, yeah, Guerrero. Dude, he was great as a cruiserweight. Remember him? He was awesome. He taught his uncle Eddie everything he knew.
Oh. No, you did not say that. All right, that was our top
Oh, what about
5.
Dominic? He's a Guerrero.
Dominic?
from this era of cruiserweights now, with TJ being the new champion, my guy with the funny ears and the big ass head that flies. What's his name? Defies gravity.
Oh, Neville.
Neville.
No, he's a cruiserweight. I'm certain to agree with you. I think he
He's
would be
a cruiserweight.
perfect in this division.
He would be great.
He would be
I
perfect.
think
Him
they
and
need to let
Cedric.
him go after the title.
Yeah.
Build
I-
that brand.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, we'll end this segment. We've got a couple more segments coming. I think Suit and Tie guys will stick around one more. We'll review Raw, SmackDown, the Cruiserweight Classic, NXT, and Backlash. So stick around. You're listening to Wrestling with Attitude.
Deep inside.